Mass Historical Book Club.
Yep. Pretty soon it's going to be time to watch the Handmaid's Tale. Which is my big thing on Tuesday night. This is because, okay, it's released on Hulu at midnight. It comes out on Wednesday, so it's released at midnight EST. So that means it comes on at 9 on the West Coast. Yeah, very exciting.
Yay!
Yeah. That's how exciting my life is. Like, yeah, I get it before the East Coast does. Okay, happy Pride Month, everybody. It's Pride. It's interesting because for years I'm not into big crowds and stuff that much, and so I really haven't done much Pride stuff in quite a while. But it's different in a smaller town. I feel like I want to show up more. It makes more of a difference to show up for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I go to meetings in Vallejo. I feel like my presence makes a difference. Even though,
I think everybody,
yeah.
Showing up just always makes a difference.
It does. But when I lived in Seattle, I don't like meetings, and
I see your point. Seattle's a little bit bigger, Vallejo.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't go to any Democratic Party stuff or anything like that in Seattle. Well, I just went to stuff with my family. I didn't go to any stuff on my own.
Right.
But here I do.
Vallejo's odd, though. It's really odd because a lot of people aren't from Vallejo who are in Vallejo. I think I know more people who live in Vallejo who are not from Vallejo than people who are actually from Vallejo. That's the thing that's funny.
It is funny. It's one of the... I know a fair amount of people that are from here.
I don't really know like age. I think he's from Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
He lives over here, but he's from Oakland. I'm from Richmond. You're from Seattle. Pretty much that's your area.
And
Jessica was from somewhere else, like Ohio or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I know anybody who I could say that they are from Vallejo.
You haven't met Hakeem, have you?
We
gotta get Hakeem on here.
Is he from Vallejo?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hakeem is Vallejo's own.
Okay.
That's what it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I call him.
I've really noticed that. I don't know too many people. Everybody I talk to is from somewhere else.
I mean, because Hakeem Brown is running for city council, and he's born and raised in Vallejo.
Okay, nice. There we go.
Yeah. That's when I first met Hakeem, and he was talking to people, campaigning and stuff. People see him, they're like, "Oh, you're Thelma's son."
Oh, so y'all know. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's cute. He has all these a whole lot. I mean, Hakeem's wonderful. He's so wonderful with people. But I mean, it's like, if you grew up in a town, you're always going to be like somebody's son.
Right.
Yeah, we got to get him on here.
Yeah,
I'm telling him. But what this goes back to is I went to City Hall yesterday morning to raise the flag for Pride.
Uh-huh.
And so that was cool. The mayor was there, and the vice mayor. There was maybe like 20 of us.
Right.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's fun to do stuff like that in a smaller town. I mean, I would not. If I was in San Francisco, I wouldn't have bothered.
Yeah, it would probably be a lot of people.
Yeah, because there's tons of people. And I'll be going to Pride stuff here. And I think I actually might even go to like a gala dance.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know. Well, they have, it's a total like couple sort of thing. But a friend of mine said I could be there's a couple of us that are single and the same age, so we're going to be
each other's gay dates. Yeah,
I'm going with somebody gay. Oh, I'm going with a gay guy. Okay.
Oh.
This is what we do, Roselle.
I'm just saying, I don't know what to say. I was like,
I know. Hey, you'll be the first to hear about it. I know.
I better be.
I know. You'll be the first to hear about it.
All right.
Or the second, maybe. Yeah. I don't even know, man. That is, who even knows where that's going to go? But yeah, that's one reason. It was the sort of some of these events are just like so oriented toward dates and stuff. But then one of my friends was like, one of the other people in the same crowd who's single, and so we're gonna go. I think. I'm not sure. It's weird because it's weird. I mean, it's stuff when you're an adult that can feel like when you're a kid. But so anyway, so that was Pride. That was yesterday, and tomorrow night there's going to be queer words. There's going to be queer like poetry and spoken word stuff at the library. So it's interesting. I've been helping them with publicity. I've been posting on the general Vallejo happenings, things, and I've been wondering, like, I've only gotten positive responses. Like, I kept wondering if somebody was going to put down, if I was going to get the, like, well, why isn't there a straight Pride Month? Which is always the question, you know, which is always the question, somebody always has that question and about stuff like that. And, I'm ready to answer that, to talk about stuff like that if you want to. But so that it's Pride Month, and okay, so we haven't talked about Congo yet, DR Congo. So things are not looking good there for Ebola, basically, and so we're sending thoughts to people in Congo. One of the things I was looking at recently was because, we've talked about Congo a fair bit, and going back, it's particularly interesting to me because of Doug Hammarskjöld, who I study, who was trying to make peace in the Congo, and so we've talked about that, and we've continued on to talk about General Mobutu, because that's where Rumble in the Jungle was, to, like, get the U.S. stuff, but so I was getting to the current president of Congo is Joseph Kabila, and his father was Laurent Kabila. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he toppled General Mobutu, who had been ruling there forever. And what Laurent Kabila did was go from Congo to Rwanda and bring back a bunch of child soldiers.
Wow.
And they wound up getting rid of General Mobutu. But then one of those child soldiers killed Kabila.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with child soldiers. They're going to turn around and kill you, okay? And so 100 people were put in jail, but the person who is believed to have actually shot him escaped.
Wow.
So that sucks. So a bunch of people were in jail just to make a statement about it. And like, okay, this is one reason I like Al Jazeera so much. Their reporters have balls, okay? Because somebody asked Joseph Kabila, like, are you going to do anything about the person that shot your dad is still at large and all these other people are in jail? And he just kind of didn't answer. So it's pretty bad. There's a lot. And
wow.
I was watching, one of them had a hidden camera, so it was pretty scary. So I was watching, like, he was speaking from the jail, and then, like, somebody would be coming, and, then he'd, like, throw the camera underneath something, so it would still be on. So then, how that it's like you're sort of, then you could realize the camera's like under the blankets or something. So that was what's going on in Congo. I happen to be looking at that since I'm interested in Congo, but basically we're just hoping that they're going to be able to catch the Ebola, because then it's really going to go to shit. And Congo is supposed to have elections this year, and so is Zimbabwe, as we know, and the president of Zimbabwe has once again confirmed that, which is good. Mm-hmm. And so that's, okay. So then the new prime minister of Ethiopia is doing good. So meanwhile, it's over in okay. So this was kind of interesting. The new president of Liberia, George Weah, was a football star, and that was sort of his, World Cup champion. But he bid against Moscow. Okay, Morocco was bidding to have the World Cup there in Morocco, and George Weah was against it, which I thought was sort of odd. I would think like, wow, don't you want to have it in your own continent? And I guess he was pretty, he would certainly have influence as a World Cup winner. So it's going to be in Europe. He felt like that was just better for trade or something like that. So I was like, that's interesting. It was like, I would think now that you're the president and you're World Cup champion, wouldn't you want to like bring things to your continent? But guess not.
I know a lot of places seem like they don't like doing that.
Yeah.
They don't like bringing stuff to their own. I don't know why.
Well, it's really expensive. I guess that's I don't know. So yeah, it makes sense. It's really expensive, and I think it's doubtful. So to my it's doubtful whether people are going to get paid back, and so it makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he's doing good. I mean, George Weah is like cracking down on some corruption and all that. So
nice.
yeah, but okay. See, this is one reason why we really wind up talking so much more about global politics and stuff, and so I'm just still flowing around with me. I was like, okay, global world.
Yes. So everybody knows Anna is going to change the name eventually. I can't wait. I know, knowing Anna's like one of them people. She's probably gonna hit me up like Monday morning at 6 in the morning and have the name for it. That's what she does. And then I'm gonna look on my Facebook and she's gonna have the name for it. It's like Anna is awesome, dude. She just gets down when she comes up with her ideas. It'll be out of nowhere. Like, what was it, 2 days ago you gave me the pictures, and I was like, what? I'm like, she just...
Were you pleased? It was 2 days in advance.
No, it was good. Okay. It was good, but it's like, I don't expect it. I don't know why. I just don't expect it. You'll just bust out of nowhere, and I'll be like, oh, that's Anna. And she had all the pictures ready. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I was like not expecting it, but she did it.
Well, I love your responses because you always send back an enthusiastic response, so that's great.
I think I was doing... I don't know what day you sent it, but I probably was...
Sunday, I think, yeah.
What was Sunday? I probably was doing something. I don't know what I was doing. But usually I do, but if I'm doing something, I just respond to let you know I see it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I know that's what's going to happen. You're gonna
send me the name out of nowhere, and I'm going to look at it. I'm probably going to be like, what is she talking about? Then I'll remember.
Well, I made a Facebook page for Anna's Historical Book Club. Then I took it down because I was like, wait a minute.
That's another thing that creeped me out. I saw that, and then I saw that it told me that it was taken down or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on now?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And I saw it put, I guess you fixed it quickly or something. I
did. Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, I just unfortunately, there's a whole lot of podcasts that are called global news or global politics or something like that. So I'm trying to figure out something that will be a little more...
Well, I'm going to be thinking with you.
Okay.
If I come in with something, I'll just shoot it at you and you can say yay or nay to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, that's kind of hard now. You don't want to take a name of something else because then if you do that...
Exactly.
Then when people are, like, wanting to look at it, they might go to the wrong one. And
Yeah. I'm just trying to sort of make what I do, trying to like bring in my different interests, the different stuff I do to bring it in closer together.
And just so everybody knows, if you're logging on to www.radiofortheworld.com, you'll get a message. It is not disappearing. It is not going down.
It's not.
It's just that we are restructuring the website. So
anyway.
it comes off saying like that's it,
but
that's not the truth. They're just restructuring it. Beyond the director, and I think before the end of this year or at the beginning of next year, he's gonna try to move back down to here.
Really?
This way, yes.
Cool.
So you've met him already.
I haven't. No.
Oh, you haven't met him, so you'll get to meet him. He's gonna come here and do a couple of shows.
Yeah. Cool.
Plus, he's gonna help us with the show.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a green screen.
All right.
So it's gonna be like almost like a real, like a real news show. So if you're showing parts of Congo or whatever, you can actually.
Oh, that'll be really cool. That'll make
cool.
a big difference.
So we can do stuff like that, or we'll be able to play videos and have the video playing behind you.
Oh, cool.
And, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But I need him to come down here so he can show me how to do it. Once he gets it, we're on it. We're on it.
Yeah, that'll
Shout
be really
out to Deanna,
cool.
director.
Yeah,
Thanks
Deanna.
again from me and Anna.
Yes,
we appreciate you giving everybody an opportunity like you do.
Yes, I sure do. Very much so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and hello, Tony, and hello, Katie. Thanks, you guys. Nice to see you here.
Nice.
Yeah. So, okay, but we're twice a month now.
Yes, we are twice a month.
Very
The next show is on the 19th.
Yeah.
So, we're going to keep it at the twice a month.
Yes. Yeah, because just so much happens in the world that we're trying to come up with. Yeah, it would really be good when we're talking about all this stuff to be able to really show the map. I don't know, man. Okay, it's about that time, everybody.
It's getting close. It's getting that close.
It is.
Now, didn't you say you had a show or something coming up soon, or is that? Do you want to discuss that? Bayard Rustin, or?
Oh well, I'm going to do another Bayard Rustin symposium next January.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So. But it's really cool. I mean, I can make it bigger. I mean, I want to make it go all weekend. And I want to have a music component because Bayard sang. And the big thing is getting people in to teach and do workshops. See, I realize, I mean, I have all this stuff in my head. If it comes down to it, there's a lot of stuff that I could teach. But I want other people to bring it in. I want real experts because what I really want to do. Oh shoot, we can talk about it next time. I was almost because I really want to talk about Pan-Africanism because Bayard. That's one of my big interests with Bayard is his Pan-Africanism and all the stuff he was doing with emerging countries with decolonization.
Right.
And it's just so interesting to me because with somebody like him, he came back to the United States and he could have had like a better, people would have been nicer to him in Europe or stuff. It was easier to be, it was less racist, it was less homophobic, but he just cared so much. He kept coming back. So anyway, so with the next Bayard Rustin symposium, we're going to talk a lot more about that and really bring in A. Philip Randolph, the union leader and just one of the fathers of the civil rights movement. So yeah, we're gonna get deep. Yeah. Yeah.
I likes.
Good.
Any shout outs?
My sissy and to Tony who is like seeing the more weird movies than anybody.
What up, Tony?
Who else is on there?
Hey, Katie.
Katie, my sister.
What's up, Katie?
Yeah. Okay, everybody.
Yes.
All right. We see you.
Anna's Historical Book Club. Woo!
See you next month. See you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2
the
weeks.
19th.
Okay.